All right, welcome everybody. This is Big Ben, and that's Ty from the new Big Ben and Ty's Sports Cave Network. We're going to talk about what's coming up and everything on what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about hockey and racing when it is racing season, and or if there's a special race, like we could talk about the Dome, talk about the Chili Bowl, things of that nature. But for now, we're going to be talking about hockey. And with the hockey, we're going to be talking about the Blues, the Blackhawks, the Bloomington Bison, and the Peoria Rivermen. With that said, we would like to say thank you, TJ, for letting us have a platform for a while to start this show. We also say there's no hard feelings. We just felt we wanted to go a different direction. Shoot, there's something else I want to say, but just
we just wish them the best.
There is no hard feeling. The best in what they're doing and whatnot, and
again, Steve, we wish you nothing but the best on all your shows that you do. No hard feelings. I mean, I'm sorry if you felt, I guess, betrayed, but we've been wanting to do this for a while now.
Yeah, at least a couple years. We never had the platform.
Never had the platform. So, like I said, I want to say thank you to TJ. Thank you for bringing me on. And we just wanted to go on. We had our differences, and we just wanted to do our own thing. And sorry if it makes you mad, but and like I said, no hard feelings. We are going to be bringing in a newer guy. His name's going to be Wade Lubin. He's going to come on every now and then. And then I'm sure Ben will have some special guests on for racing this coming up.
Yeah.
I'm working on a couple things for hockey. I'm also working on an interview with Grandpa for the racing.
Right.
We are going to try to make this show what it can be, and we want to thank all the followers. Keep liking, sharing the page.
Yeah. And during the hockey season, Ty will be the actual host. During the racing season, I will be the host. So that's how we are going to be like a co-host.
Yep.
I will still, for now, be producing pretty much everything until Ty gets used to it. Yep. And
and then we might have some spontaneous.
Spontaneous. We might do a show on mental health. We might, if hockey season's kind of slow, we might bring on someone to talk about iRacing, because I know a few people that are very big into iRacing, because.
And then we might actually do some spontaneous shows, like I'm a season ticket holder for the Peoria Rivermen, so maybe I'll just jump on and do a short little show inside the arena.
And the same way at the tracks, we might do a show from the pits, we might do a show from the stands. So it's all going to be exciting and newish, or I should say fresh.
Yeah,
more than new.
Yeah,
with what we're going to be doing, and we'll have different music, as you can tell. Like some podcasts, we'll do music. Like I said, we just wanted to come on real quick to give information, dispel some rumors, hopefully answer questions before we started. And so with that said, as you can tell, Ty is a Blues fan by his hat. And I am a Blackhawks fan, first and foremost, but I do like other teams, with the exception of the Blues. Anyway,
Yeah.
like
Well,
what
the
I'm
way they
saying by
played Thursday night, that's exactly how they played.
well, the Blackhawks weren't any better. I mean, they did lose by 1 in overtime, but
Yeah, I was there for the home opener for the Blues, and it just did not go well. Defense
yes,
was defense was bad. They didn't score at all. The goalie just
5-0. I'm like,
yeah,
holy crap!
5-0. I mean, it was bad. And like I said, I can't blame it all on the goalie. It was the defense.
All
Defense.
around defense.
Well, they just left a lot of space for the other team, and it just yeah, it was
Right,
bad.
and with the Blackhawks, I noticed first couple periods they weren't doing well, but at the very end they actually caught up and tied it into regulation, and they did the shootout, and well, they lost by. But I guess what they at least got a point.
Yeah, when you go into overtime, you get a point.
So
And yeah, like I said, coming up, the Rivermen start their season next weekend, next Saturday, at Quad Cities. They're going to be playing the Quad City Storm. I will be heading to Quad Cities for that game.
Nice.
And then I also want to talk a little bit about the Peoria Mustangs for people that are local. These kids are 18 to 21-year olds, and they're just trying to get either scholarships or just trying to get into the hockey field. And I
Right.
went to my first Mustangs game, I think it was a couple weeks ago. It's different hockey. Of
Is
course, it's not.
it not as fast paced?
Yeah, it's not as fast paced, and of course, you don't have the skills like the Rivermen or like NHL, of course. But
Right.
it was still hockey. I mean, I'm one of them people that I love watching hockey.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
my son will be playing hockey this year again, so maybe we'll have him on the show because he knows everything there is about Blues hockey and Riverman hockey. He pretty much lives hockey.
And during the racing season, he's always into
Yep.
racing too, because
Yep.
sometimes that pretty much decides when you're racing or not, because you're I remember a few times you're like weren't for sure if you really wanted to race or not. And you asked him, he's like, "Hey bud, you want to go racing or not?" He's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'm going racing."
Yeah, he loves racing. He wants to start racing, which, like I said, we're still in the decision part of that. But yeah, no, like I said, guys, we want to get on here. I want to say thank you to everybody.
Yeah, thanks for getting us to 100 likes so we can get
Yeah,
to
so we
on
could do
Facebook,
this.
which is appreciative.
We just like I said, we're gonna go over hockey. We're gonna go over racing. We might branch into other shows. We don't know yet. This is
Right.
all just kind of new to us. So if you guys, have any questions or whatever, I mean, this is when we need to
Yeah,
answer them.
just message us.
Yeah,
We'll try to
just
answer
message
as
us,
best as we can.
and if you guys have any ideas, for a topic for a show that you guys would like us to talk about, send us a message.
Right, like if you want to hear about a certain team, like a friend of ours likes the Avalanche.
Yeah.
If he wants to hear us talk about the Avalanche, we'll go ahead and talk about the Avalanche.
Yeah, I mean, if you
if
guys
they're
want us to, talk more about, junior hockey, like up in Canada, I mean, we can definitely try to do that.
talk about that, yeah.
Racing wise, I mean, we got the Dome coming up. I know Spoon River's racing tonight.
Right.
I know, Peoria's done of course, for the year. Fairbury had their Falls Frenzy. What was it, last weekend?
Yeah, that was last Friday, Saturday.
Um, so yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get this started, and we're trying to get um, more people involved in our shows. I mean, we're always looking for suggestions, and yeah. So I mean, if you have any, like I said, message us, and we'll try to accommodate all that. So
Yeah.
I know Big Ben, like I said, is mostly on the racing side of things. So is there anything you want to say about the racing side of it? That
Yeah, next year we'll probably still be doing. We'll mainly highlight just three local tracks like Spoon, Peoria, Fairbury. But again, like I said, if you guys want us to highlight a special race or something like at Macon or Jacksonville or wherever all around the world, because we'll be okay with that. But I think for now we'll at least try to at least do the United States area for races. Like if you want to hear something about what, like for instance, it's racing season in Australia. Yeah, Australia.
yep.
You know, if you want us to talk about that a little bit, we could.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not. We're about what, 2 months away from the dome.
Then what?
We got the Wild West shootout in February.
Then you got the Chili Bowl, which is very beginning of February, end of January.
I believe so. Yep.
Something like that. We'll definitely talk about those two for sure. Sounds like, speaking of the dome, it sounds like Kenny Wallace won't be racing it.
Yeah, no, I heard that. I heard he said he's done with the dome.
Well, I don't blame him because you do tear up your cars there
You
quite a
tear up a
bit.
lot.
So
Yeah, you tear up a lot. And I think I know I had one listener say something about NASCAR. I told him we don't really cover NASCAR. But if
right.
let's say we jump on and there's a NASCAR race going on, we might just give.
If it's something of interest, like
Yeah,
like like a big thing, sure,
yeah,
we'll talk
yeah,
about it. But
yeah.
it's mainly dirt track, and it doesn't matter what class. No matter if it's a Hornet, late model, street stock, midget, Crown Vics, whatever.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah.
You know,
No, and like I said,
don't matter if it's a Springfield Mile or a DeCoin or if it's a bull ring like Macon or Peoria or something
hmm
big like quarter mile, or not quarter, they're third mile, Spoon
Spoon is a 3/8 mile.
or 3/8.
Yep. Spoon's
You
a
know,
3/8 mile. Then you have, a 5th mile like Macon. And
or
then you have,
a D track shape, eight, figure eights. It's all dirt.
yep. And then, yeah, and then hopefully I will be racing a little bit more next year. So maybe we can do some kind of like live videos from the pits. I'm trying to get where I can go racing a lot more next year.
Yeah.
Um, I'll probably be going to Peoria majority of the time. So, yeah, no, that's pretty much on the racing side. We kind of already
And
talked about the hockey side.
yeah, and also with sponsorships, if you want to, get a hold of us. And the thing is, with the sponsors, it's not only going to be for the show, but I think we talked about it that it's also going to be on Ty's car as well for his races. So not only are you going to have it on our show, on Kick, YouTube, and Facebook, but you're going to be at all other tracks wherever Ty races.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
a
and then
huge
we'll
bang for the buck.
yeah, and then also, we'll give you advertisements at the beginning of the show and at the end
Beginning
of
of
the
the
show.
show, end of the show, on our Facebook
And
pages, and
then we could
if you want to do a commercial, we can throw it up on YouTube under our shorts, and
and we can always do, kind of like a meet and greet type thing.
at your
Where
place,
at your place, or I can bring the race car down, and
show it off,
have it
and
show it off, have it sitting in front of your business.
let the little kids jump in it, pretend to be their race car driver, and
Yeah, and then but yeah, no, we again, I can't thank the followers enough.
yes,
Like I said, like and subscribe, and keep sharing. Um, and like I said, on the hockey side, like I said, we're mostly going to be talking about the Blues, Blackhawks, Pure Rivermen, mostly the Rivermen because it's a local hockey. Bloomington Bison, and then like I said, I might advertise the Peoria Mustangs a little bit.
right.
We're gonna
You said that was a junior league or
yeah,
a
it's like
beer league or something like that.
no, it's not a beer league. It's kids in high school all the way up to I believe 21 years old.
Oh, okay. Right. That's
So I
right.
think it's 16 to 21, I believe. Not 18. Sorry, I misspoke earlier in the show. And we're just gonna, and like I said, we're gonna talk about maybe the rules. We're gonna talk about the upcoming matches. Like I said, next weekend is Peoria's first game against the Quad City Storm.
Right.
And then their home opener is October 24th and 25th. Um, and then Bloomington, I believe, had a preseason game tonight against the Indy Fuel.
Oh,
Um, uh, there was a former Riverman on the uh, Bloomington Bison, Renat Dadajonoff. He's a very good defender, big guy. I actually have one of his jerseys.
nice.
He went to Bloomington, and I knew he would probably stay with Bloomington because he's a good player.
Right.
And then like I said, Peoria's had their roster just kind of flip flop this year. We got some returners on the roster. Got a lot of new faces. So it'll be fun.
Sounds like John Gee has a little bit of work to do with
Yeah,
this
and like
team
I
this
said,
year.
and I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be
It
fine.
might take a week or two to get it clicking. Because like I said, they literally just started practice last week.
Right.
So they only get about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to practice with the team, and then they start games. So
Right.
I mean, it's not like the NHL where they have, all year pretty much,
True.
to get ready
Because
and
don't a lot of those NHL teams actually have an actual little practice rink inside the actual arena where they're at, where they can practice all year
well,
round,
they have a facility. I'm sure.
or
I'm
some
not
facility
100% sure on
somewhere?
that. It's kind of like the NFL, like the football teams. They have their own facility over,
Yeah,
somewhere where
like for
they can practice.
Bears, for instance, they practice at
Palace Hall.
Barbados or something like that, or
Oh, Bourbonnais.
Bourbonnais, and
Yeah, they have a place in Bourbonnais where they have camp, but they also have a practice thing up in Chicago. It's like it's like enclosed.
So anyway, the point being is, again, thanks everybody for liking. Like I said, the teams we're going to be talking about is Bloomington Bison, Peoria Rivermen, the Mustangs, which is the junior league, Blues, Blackhawks, whatever team you want to hear. And for the racing side, we'll basically be sticking with Peoria, Spoon, Fairbury, and if there's a big race at like Macon, like for instance with Macon, we can highlight, the Herald and Review 100 or
Well, we can,
the
like if
World
the World of Outlaws
100
come to
or
town, we can, if the World of Outlaws are close, we can highlight that.
World of Outlaws, the Mars series, the Lucas
Yep.
Oil. It's open for that too as well. Again, I of course, as you can see, Big Ben. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Ha ha ha. Anyway, uh, yeah. Shows will probably be for now on Saturdays about 10 Central ish.
Yep.
Just go to the Facebook page to figure out more for that and keep going back there for more information. We'll put up information once we get it with things. We'll
be
share.
having the name change.
Name change, yes. It's technically right now, the name of the page is called Fats Pit Stop with Ty and Steve. Due to rules with Facebook, you have to wait a certain amount of time. So within the next 8-ish days, it should be changed to Big Ben and Ty's Sports Cave. So if you're watching this on Kick or YouTube, it will be on Fats Pit Stop with Ty and Steve. But it will be changed to Big Ben and Ty's Sports Cave soon. So, as that said, that's pretty much it for what I have. Do you have anything else to add or reiterate?
Like I said, I want to thank all the followers. Like I said, keep liking, sharing, and again, we hope nothing but the best for the Mayhem Amigos Network people over there.
Yes.
And like I said, we appreciate everything you've done for us, until now. And like I said, no hard feelings.
Right. Okay.
So,
until next Saturday at 10.
Yeah, I think next Saturday at 10 we'll start our show, and
we'll have our co-host.
Hopefully we'll have our third host, Wade. He had prior engagements tonight, so
right.
Hopefully you'll be able to meet him. Like I said, we might, me and Big Ben over here. I mean, we might just get on a Wednesday night or whatever night, and just get on and do a short show like this,
right?
Just to kind of keep you guys engaged.
And our shows will also leave it at this, or not leave it this. We'll say this: our shows won't be a 2-hour show, 3-hour show. It'll be anywhere between a half an hour and an hour. So that way we're not taking up your time. We're not giving you a bunch of information all at once. Like he said, might be doing a show in the middle of the week, so that way we can highlight some of the hockey games or the races that are going to happen on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And
there might be some nights, that Ben just wants to hop on and have his Big Ben corner, and just kind of go over some things, and then I might hop on, and just get on and just say, hey guys, and like I said, we really went by ourselves because we wanted more freedom to do stuff like this. Like I said, we weren't planning on a show tonight, but we were just like, you know what, we'll just do it,
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little spontaneous show. We just kind of put it together, and we just wanted all you listeners to know the information before it got twisted.
Right. Again, it's Big Ben, and that's Ty, and Wade will be on hopefully next time around. Again, we thank everybody for liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that jazz. Again, like Ty said, we wish TJ and Mayhem's Amigos Network all the best. And until next time, see you guys later.
See ya.